Hey, what's up, y'all? And welcome back to another alternative factuals, well, alt factuals video, whatever. So I'm trying to make a soft return because I think previously I had I was doing it. Don't get me wrong, I had fun at first, but then I think it got like a little more of a job and task than I initially wanted it to. But I've been feeling a little bit more inspired lately to make content, but keep it in a very fun way. And try and keep it loose and just have a good time like I used to. It wasn't super technical, and I didn't want to debate with people back and forth all the time, or it was just, this is just comic books, this is fiction, it's not really that deep, and it's not that deep for me. But either way, this video is about something that I think about all the time, and maybe people on YouTube has covered this already because I was on a hiatus and all that stuff. But there's no way Batman doesn't have powers. I refuse to believe this man has powers. Now, let's be real. Like, we know who Bruce Wayne is, and I'm talking about the traditional Batman, not the absolute tank of a man in the absolute universe, because that Batman, that is what you call a god. But either way, I'm talking about the traditional Batman, the one who typically has all the money, Alfred, Dick Grayson, the Bat family. You already know how that goes. So we already know, like, this dude is like, considered peak human condition. He can bench heavy for, a human being. He has like this super unrivaled mental discipline, genius level intellect. He has like these super powerful machines and powerful artifacts that can grant him certain abilities, like the Hellbat armor, the Mobius chair, the power rings, whatever you want to say Batman has ever had or wielded or had access to. And he has like this super enhanced sense of mastery of martial arts and like this near supernatural skill for learning. And there's no way he doesn't have powers. I refuse to believe he has powers, because yes, I get it that, being a billionaire in itself in the real world could be considered a superpower, because then there's nothing you can't do or can't buy, or there's nothing you can't have access to, because you just have so much money. You can buy your way pretty much anything. You can buy yourself politicians. You can buy a country. A single person can have a better, the amount of money they have is better than some countries' GDPs. But, either way, I know for a fact this white man has powers, because remember that comic? I forgot which one it is at the moment, but obviously as I edit this, I'm going to put the stills up for the panels. When this man came crashing down from the upper atmosphere from space in his spacesuit, was able to glide down through the atmosphere, land, and walk away. There's no way this man doesn't have power. Some situations that should have outright killed him, when Darkseid shot him with the Omega beams, he got sent back in time. Everybody else it kills, but then him it sends back in time. Nah. Even with the whole Dark Knight's Metal, and then there was different versions of Batman, the Flash, the Doomsday variant of him, like just these different variations of him. Why is it always this man can somehow achieve his goals no matter how near impossible it is? Remember in the Justice League animated cartoon, like 10 years ago, where Batman literally showed up on Darkseid's planet and was like, yeah, bro, I need you to let Superman's sister go. And then he's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. And then all of a sudden Batman's like, I will blow up this entire planet. And then Darkseid's like, you're bluffing. And then Batman said his password, it was like Omega Land or something. And the next thing you know, Darkseid was like, no, this nigga didn't. And then he's like, disarm it. And then Batman's like, nah, bro, I ain't doing that. And then he Darkseid looked him dead in his eyes and was like, no funny, bro. You type I in my book. You was really willing to destroy a planet. And then you good in my book. Go ahead, take the girl. I shall take no move against you. Like, why does everything always work out in this man's favor? It's not fair. Like, that whole prep time joke we got for Batman, ridiculous, because legitimately in the context of comic books, with enough time, he really could plan for anything. He could plan for the end of the universe, which I'm almost sure he has done before. So I'm not trying to make this video long, but this is something that's just been gnawing on my mind for a really, really, really long time. Batman has powers. I don't care, in my canon, in my head canon, he has powers. I will be referring to him as a metahuman. Matter of fact, I will say he's one of the most powerful characters in all of DC Comics above the Presence, because there's no way every single situation in multiple multiverses does this man not have abilities, because everything seems to always work out in his favor at the right moment, at the right time, at the right location, with the right person, and it's always just perfectly aligned for this man. The only thing that did not work out for him is the death of his parents.
Find him! Save Martha! Why did you say that name?
That's literally it. And then somehow in every universe, everything else for his life goes in favor. I just don't get it. He could pull every chick he ever wanted to. Like, no, this is not fair, bro. Like, he has abilities. If anything, I think he's probably a reality warper, but he doesn't have intentional control over his abilities. So he's doing it on a subconscious level, especially him interacting with that nth metal, and he had powers before that, but I think that's what really drove his powers overboard, because that happened before that stupid space incident happened when he landed from outer space after the Justice League Tower or the satellite, whatever they had, exploded and was going into the atmosphere, and then he lived and walked away from it on his own 2 feet. So I don't care. Batman has powers. I'm pretty sure this is a consensus at this point, or if you disagree with me, you're dumb. He has powers. That's all I want to say today. See you next time.
Martha!